writers and muse daters, really excited to be talking with you again today about writing and your writing career and your writing future. So please do say hello once you tune in. I always love to hear from you and where you're listening from. So let's talk today about how much your writing career means to you. So I've got some big news today. I have just sent my manuscript to my content editor. This is really exciting. Many of you know that I have a book coming out in July, and I'm really excited to tell you more about that, but I'm not going to spoil any secrets now. It's with my editor. And she's my copy editor and my content editor, and she is not cheap. And I did that on purpose. Hey, Skylar, nice to see you. Glad to see you on here. And so I just sent this off to my editor, this manuscript for this book that I've got coming out in July. And yeah, she is expensive. And I think that that's really worth the price. And I'm going to tell you why I sent my manuscript to a high quality editor who costs a lot of money. You've heard me say this in videos before, but the thing is, you get what you pay for. And you know, you may have heard me, hi Peter, nice to see you, cool that you're live, cool that you're logged in live, nice to see you here. Yeah, so you've heard me talk before in this group about a couple of people I've worked with. I've mentioned Betsy before, and I've talked about Toby, and the two of them share kind of a common story. Both of them went to writing conferences, separate writing conferences, but ones where you could pitch an agent, and both really impressed the agents, separate agents, with the contents of their novels, and were asked to send pages, which if you've had that happen to you, you know that that doesn't always happen, it doesn't often happen, and that it's a very exciting opportunity, especially given that both of these agents were the head agents in very prominent New York City agencies. So we're not talking sort of podunk, small potatoes kind of stuff. So this is a really big deal. Yeah, Peter, you're so right about a book. It really changes your life to publish a book, and you want to have a good product to put out there. I'm right there with you. Okay, so Betsy and Toby, they met these agents. They were asked for pages, and the agent said, this is great. I really want to see this, but you need to have an edit. And in both cases, for different reasons, both Betsy and Toby chose to go with a very cheap option. We're talking like a couple $100. And these people were not qualified. They were affordable, but what it cost them to spend a couple $100 was the opportunity to actually publish, because in both cases, these prominent agents said, look, this doesn't meet our standards, this isn't good enough for us, this isn't what we're looking for, see ya. And as you know, many times what happens is that you don't get a second chance, and that was the case for both Toby and Betsy, who came to me in various states of frantic and very upset. And fortunately, both of these stories end with a happy ending, because I worked with both of these clients and I helped them through the network of agents that I work with to get their query in order, to get their synopsis in order, the work that I do with authors, and they are now signed and happy. So they have happy endings. But it might not have been that way for them if they hadn't decided to make an investment in their writing. So, you know, sometimes we think about the amount of money that we're spending, and we don't think about the investment that we're making, because they're not the same. If I spend a couple of $100 and I don't get a quality edit, I don't get what I need, I don't get what my publisher is looking for, I don't get what my agent is looking for, and I'm rejected, and I end up in the slush pile, well, then I've lost. I've invested in nothing. I've flushed that money down the toilet. No matter how much it is, I've lost my money. Whereas if I make a substantial investment, as I've done with my manuscript, in an editor that I trust, who was recommended by one of my best-selling author friends, to say, look, you know, this is my baby. I spent a long time working on this. Please take care of my baby. Take care of my baby well. which she's doing. And we're going to have our first meeting this afternoon, and I'm going to get those edits back, and I'm excited to hear what she has to say. So I invested in that because I believe in my writing, I believe in my message, and I can't wait to share this book with all of you. I practice what I preach. I believe that quality editing is an investment that's worth spending money on because my manuscript is worth that money. And so I have put my money where my mouth is. So, you know, the thing is about writing is some people really treat it like it's a hobby. And I suppose that it can be a hobby, but for those of us who are in a group called Write to Publish, we're here because we want to publish. We want to make something of our writing. And that means that we need to be using the professionals who are specific to what it is that we're doing. So, you know, there are backyard mechanics out there. I think they're called shade tree mechanics. You know, you might save some money, but is your car really getting fixed? Can you imagine if you went to the cheapest dentist to have a crown put on, or the cheapest doctor to have your broken leg set? I mean, that's not something that I want for myself. I would want to get the highest quality product that I could afford for my car, for my teeth, for my leg, and also for my writing because I love it and it's important to me. So if you feel like I do, if you believe in your writing and you're serious about publishing, and you're serious enough about publishing that you're willing to put in what it takes to make that happen, then I would love to talk with you about the work that I do with writers to help them to get published much easier and much quicker than probably what you're working on now. So I have set up some times. I'm free to talk. You can hop right into my schedule. Here's the link. Get your pencil ready. www.datewiththenews.com/book-a-call. I'm going to post that link in the comments as well if you didn't write that down really fast. I would love to talk to you. If you believe in your writing, if you're serious about publishing and you're willing to put in